In Germany, Schalke against Borussia Dortmund is known as the mother of all derbies. But if you ask the fans, it's the mother, grandfather, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives of all derbies. This one is very hotly contested. The Veltins Arena, the scene for local bragging rights to be settled until, of course, the next time the two teams meet. Referee Manuel Gräfe charged with keeping this very fiery derby under wraps and along the straight and narrow. We join the game in the 10th minute, and it's Dortmund, a team that are really on fire at the moment, making the first attempts at scoring. Attempt is the word. Referee Manuel Gräfe ruling that one out for offsides. But a careful look at the replay shows that Sven Bender was certainly not offside, and Dortmund should have been leading after just 10 minutes. Minute or two later, the corner from Şahin. Huntelaar working in the defence rather than up front. Bender with the cross, and Neven Subotic rattling the crossbar. Since 1999, Schalke have only lost twice in 23 meetings with Dortmund. But Dortmund and Schalke, both having played in midweek, were looking as if they were totally up for this game against their arch-rivals. Good movement from Shinji Kagawa. Unfortunately for him, only straight at Manuel Neuer. He said before the game that he would score two in this derby. Big words indeed from the Japanese international. Just past the quarter of an hour mark. Grosskreutz and Kagawa combining. Grosskreutz getting it back. Kagawa unable to steer it past a field of blue shirts. Jurgen Klopp can't believe his luck to have a player like Kagawa. 3 minutes later, first real chance for Schalke, but Klaas-Jan Huntelaar putting the ball wide of Roman Weidenfeller's goal. Dortmund had a great game against Lviv in midweek, coming back and winning 4-3. And one of the gentlemen responsible for that good performance was the man slotting the ball past Manuel Neuer, Shinji Kagawa, halfway to his promise of scoring 2 goals against Schalke in the derby. Good work beforehand from Götze, another one of the key figures in that win in the Ukraine. Gets a little bit of a deflection off of the bottom of Hövedes's boot. But the speed of Kagawa leaving Schalke cold. Schalke, 3 games without a win, no points in the account, and a goal down after just 19 minutes, much to Jurgen Klopp's delight. 3 minutes later, Dortmund making their intentions very much known. Chance for Lucas Barrios. He scored in every away game they've played so far this season in all competitions. Trying to keep that trend going. Felix Magath, on the other hand, wondering how on earth his side were going to pull themselves together just before the break in the 45th minute. More panic in the Schalke penalty box. The cross coming in from Grosskreutz onto the crossbar. Neven Subotic forcing a double save. Plestan eventually getting the ball away. Off the crossbar, Neuer quick to his feet. He's a local boy from Gelsenkirchen. Gets the save in. And Subotic denied eventually by Plestan. At half-time then, 1-0 to the visitors. Those two old friends have seen a lot of derbies, but will they ever see one like this? Dortmund starting off the second half as they finish the first. Blaszczykowski to Kagawa, and he had made good on his promise. Shinji Kagawa, a new legend in the Dortmund history books, making it 2-0. Dortmund haven't beaten Schalke since 2006-2007 season, but a perfect ball in from Blaszczykowski, leaving Manuel Neuer sprawling to try and get on the end of that ball, but Kagawa sending the fans into ecstasy. The travelling fans, they didn't have far to travel, but they were certainly enjoying the game. Just past the hour mark, and again, Dortmund getting the upper hand, and this time, Plestan, who'd already had a yellow 5 minutes earlier, picked up his marching orders. The first sending off for Manuel Gräfe this season. Probably won't be his last, but Nicolas Plestan, the Frenchman, further compounding the problems of Felix Magath. Bit of an innocuous challenge on Barrios, but some of the fans could not bear to watch. Things were getting worse and worse. A minute later, more of the same. Dortmund on the attack. Schalke with no self-confidence at all. Shinji Kagawa making a nuisance of himself. Well left by Großkreuz, and then the shot from Şahin against the crossbar. Clever stuff from Barrios, takes it to the line and then cuts it very deeply back. Well seen from Großkreuz. And once again, only the crossbar saving the blushes of the Schalke defence. A minute later, Błaszczykowski once more testing Germany's #1. You can't blame him for shooting. Kagawa had already got two. Oliver Bierhoff and Hansi Flick on the right there from the German national squad, keeping an eye on some of the German internationals. And the third goal, which so rightly came to Dortmund, they dominated this match. Lewandowski gets his first ever Bundesliga goal. Manuel Neuer looks desolate. Didn't really have a chance. Nuri Şahin with the corner. The Turkish player causing the Dortmund fans to wave goodbye to their rivals. But the rivals did have one last throw of the dice. 89 minutes. They got the ball in the back of the net. Some might say undeservedly, but Klaas-Jan Huntelaar opened his account in the Bundesliga and starts to pay back some of that €14 million price tag that he had. Weidenfeller got a hand to it, but it wasn't enough. And that was basically the story of this game for Schalke. It wasn't enough. Dortmund go home very, very happy indeed. Felix Magath has got a world of pain at Schalke now. The players disconsolate, no self-confidence, but Jurgen Klopp's team are going from strength to strength. They're going to be a team to watch this season. 3-1 the final score to Dortmund.